So I'm getting ready to do a video titled Me Come Back to Me. And this is so silly, but I'm going to share it. How I realized something just by looking. I have multiple insurances, right? And I changed during open season, my insurance. And so I don't have all of my cards or know exactly what I have, right? And so I called HR and I was like, what? I want to know, well, first I called the cards that I do have. I had changed from Blue Cross Blue Shield to Mail Handlers or something like that. And I have GEHA, I have Aetna, blah, blah, blah. So it's not like I don't go to the doctors often. You know, I wait till something critical happens and get that taken care of and then move it on. And so they was like, what do you mean you don't know what you have? And I was like, well, I moved and I didn't explain, the trauma, drama, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I moved and I never received my cards and I don't know which one. I thought I changed to this, and then when I called one of these, they said I have this and that, da 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 da. And so I went through the whole process and I started thinking. And when people say forget about where you come from, forget about the past, don't talk about certain things, it's a bunch of bullshit, because it's like it plays a part. It plays a big part. Your backstories, where you come from, what you have done, even though it's not something that you sit in like a dirty diaper all day, but it's something that you don't, get high, get drunk, run away and do whatever your addiction habits are that you create to keep from thinking about certain things. But you're going to think about it. It's in your soul. It's part of your makeup. It's part of what you've been through. And so I started thinking back and I was like, catering and doing things, and I don't regret it. I enjoy what I have done. Whether it's after the husband come back from deployment, I'm the one taking off the boots and catering to the feet and massaging and clipping and this and that or whatever, and making sure all things are done for each party within the family, the children, the husband, and then it's like I do for myself, but it was a different way of doing for myself. I thought about going to the stores and always getting an outfit, or just buying what I wanted, or spending the money the way I wanted it, whether it was in the casino playing slot machines, or going to get drunk and on my days off getting some wine, my choice of drinking Grand Marnier, whatever, right? And then I started thinking, I was like, during everything I made sure, like, I could look at somebody and tell, or I just know, being in a family, who eats what. I can tell, and identify and know when someone is hurting, when someone is sick, just doing whatever it is for those daily duties of a spouse, a mother, and trying to be whomever, playing whoever role. And sometimes I feel as though, I can't say sometime I have lost myself during that process, my true self. No matter how much I thought I kept myself by always keeping a job And other people would compare it. Well, you see many military spouses, they don't work, they don't do this and that, but I can never compare myself. It was just in my blood, in me, to keep a job no matter what during every PCS move. But I can tell how, my habits and who I am, and I lost myself in the process. And going through this insurance thing made me realize that, like, why weren't you focused on yourself? And, you're waiting till so many months or years after to go figure out you. You're not taking care of you the way you are supposed to be taking care of you. Not just your brain, your mind, but your physical and all this other stuff. And so I just wanted to share that out loud, as somebody else may cross my path and say, that gives me something to think about. I've had something similar happen, but this is the way I approached it, or just something to that nature. And so I just wanted to talk about that for a minute. Okay, again, there have been many moments in my life that have pulled me back to one core truth. I must take care of myself. Through decades, 30 years by the side of a military man, traveling across cities and countries, raising 3 children, I learned what it meant to be strong for those I love. I'm not perfect, though. Many times I poured all that I had into family, holding steady through change after change. And yes, I've had my faults. When things felt too rough, I sometimes ran. Where's the door? Sometimes I disappeared, searching for a breath of peace. But every time I found myself again and kept moving forward. Through all those years, I held down a full-time job, forged smiles and laughter during the hard days, and found ways to create moments of joy among the hardships. I'm so proud of that. But today I stand at the crossroads, a new place, a life changed by the storms of trauma and transition. In these moments, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, to question my own footing, especially when something as simple as understanding health insurance can feel like facing a mountain. For real. But here's what I know and what I want to share with you. It's not selfish to care for yourself. It's strength. When we systematically gather what we need step by step, we can reclaim the power to shape our lives. Just as I supported my family in the past, I now give myself permission to support me. So I wanted to say, let us be gentle as I share with you with our mistakes. And I'm definitely talking to me. Let us honor the tenacity that brought us here. Let one move forward, not with regret, but with compassion for ourselves and determination to keep learning. I love that life learner stuff. Because we are worthy, not just as caregivers, not just as workers or spouses or parents, but as ourselves. Peace. And I just thought of something else. It's the same thing in the workplace, or just being in the neighborhood or the community and things of that nature. It's like we help, but it doesn't mean stop helping. It means focus more, or in addition to, if you can, help yourself just as much as you help others. And so it's a beautiful thing, especially in the workplace, when you're doing what you do and you find others that think like you, because there are not only evil, wicked, hateful, murderous mindsets, blah, 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 there are people that believe like me, work like me, think like me, and want to do what's right for the people that we come across. And so the more I learn about personalities, behaviors, and where people come from and things of that nature, it really helps to identify, and it feels so good to identify similar-minded and like-minded people that will go over and bend over backwards to help someone else that may come into the emergency room, that may come into primary care, that may come into the hospital. And it's like, if that was me, I would want somebody to do that for me as well, or one of my family members, or one of my children, And so it's not only that, because, some people don't care about people. They don't give a goddamn about people. And that's fine. That's just the way you feel, do, and operate. But for me, it just feels so good when you can find somebody to help get the job done. Dot the I's, cross the T's, and bend over backwards while still adhering to policies and procedures and things of that nature. And to be able to bend over backwards for somebody else and find little loopholes where you can help. And it sometimes you can't do it by yourself, but you find your similar-minded and like-minded people, and that is so much a relief as it is beautiful.
Come back to me. Oh. Come back to me. Oh.
There were mornings with suitcases by the door, children's laughter echoing on shifting floors. I played the hero, I played the friend, but lost my own voice again and again.
Was it wrong to disappear when I needed space? To run from the storm and hide away? Still I found the light to face another day. Keeping on, no matter what they say.
Now I come back to me.
To move slow. Mistakes and memories, they make me whole. I heal the cracks by loving my soul.
If the world gets heavy and I start to bend, I remember everything, and I begin again. Fine, oh, now I come back to me. No more hiding who I am.
themselves as they've cared for others. Your journey has meaning, and your courage deserves to be sung.